There may be a relationship ending with a false person in a one sided conflict. This one sided conflict has caused them to invest poorly, and they are getting left behind, unable to recover what was lost. This could represent a person who is lazy, immature, unreasonable, disloyal, irresponsible, rebellious, lacking common sense, and clearly does not have any prospects. Do not worry, you are getting a good outcome, but there is an outside or unseen force that is bringing an ending. This could be a person, or it is simply the inaction, the aimless drifting, the procrastination, and the stagnation. If this is a romantic partner, they are defensive, fighting, and attacking. Do not take this personally. They could be mistreating and deceiving, but they have lost you and live in a deep regret that they cannot recover. Some of you grew bored, or you haven't been ready for a serious relationship. You may have been wanting to take things slow, but they got offended and projected onto your beauty. Many of your interpersonal relationships have become intimidated by your level up, and you are their authority. Many of your transformations have been imperceptible. You may have felt that your changes have been slow and over your lifespan. However, the people who are obsessed with you have been shocked and floored by your growth, expansions, and accelerations in life. You are extremely successful now, and your home is a sanctuary that demonstrates high honors and standards. People mistake your humble appearance for weakness, and this was a dangerous perception. Some of them didn't see any value in you before and tried to replace you while you were still up and coming in society. You ended up manifesting fame and beauty. Unfortunately, they become desperate and unhinged while you were just learning to have fun again and still growing into who you were meant to become. At face value, these relationships could feel fine. They could even be celebrating you. However, they are wearing a mask, and they know that if you find out what is underneath the mask, they will get rejected. And you have rejected them. Maybe you've had a toxic expectation also, to think that this person is emotionally balanced, logical, and rational. That was the mistake. When you were not ready for a serious relationship, they grew enraged and tried to replace you. They were deeply misdirected, trying to empower poor prospects. They started to look like a shallow opportunist, struggling with anger and anxiety, but deceiving us with their persona and performance. The good outcome is that their true identity is revealed, and no one can hide from this organization. No one is buying it. This is a partner or alliance that has been lacking a personality. They have been trying to embody your personality because you reflect the wealth and status that everyone tries to hold themselves to. But they're really a conformist. They are not truly a supporter. They have attached onto these causes for a selfish gain and negative reasons. However, you have pushed them into a corner and they are forced to yield to your demands. The truth is, you have been getting even for a body typing that they have been doing to uphold a conservatism and a convention. You are a new standard of beauty in this market, and you are getting the wealth and status now that is disillusioning all the options they thought represented wealth and status. The tables are turning. You are receiving an acceleration right in their face after they wanted you to be stuck and stagnant to control your life and career. You are meaningfully obliterating and annihilating whatever secret competition they were having to replace you. They played themselves. Your new prospects are extremely endowed and have formidable catalogs. You are passing on their offer now that you are aware of their mischief and deception. And the truth is, they are the lowest aspects and the lowest level of these divine unions. Now that you've manifested fame and beauty, you are getting a plethora of options from well endowed people. They've had a hidden motive to uphold a convention. Your notoriety is dismantling some body typing or conformity that disempowered a marginalized identity. You may encounter this problem a lot. Every time you think you have a mutual dream with someone, they hide and conform leaving you to persevere with some unreasonable challenge while they delude themselves with poor prospects. This matter may involve sex, sexuality, and the root of desire. This person is obsessed with your body, and a lot of your options will know that you are the one for them. However, this hardship in the network is driven by a lot of people's obsession with your body. A lot of people know that you are the one for them. You have a body to die for. You are a dream come true for any gender, honestly. They may have a good intention, but they were subsumed by the void of their shadows. They felt that the relationship had no value, but this was a dangerous and distorted perception. They feel like an idiot now because of how wrong they were, how faulty their judgment was, under a confirmation bias and a delusion that caused them to unreasonably violate you. Some of them are victims of sexual assault, early childhood sexual assault, have repressed or admonished sexuality, weak mothers, archetypes, and have witnessed disempowerment in the self and in others during development. They are a hurt person, hurting people. They may have issues with their sexuality that they don't want anyone to know about, or they were a fraud in supporting these causes. They are not imparting the spiritual insight because of irrational anger towards you. They are angry and mad again, just like your enemy, but they were a fool to doubt you. You really won this secret competition, but they need to leave also. They are leaving with a deep regret. You will find them exploring options of poor prospects, but they are desperate and have a wishful thinking to cope with the past baggage that got them canceled. They are not attracted to them. They are just desperate to find support or to conflict with you to cause mischief. You will recover. Just keep persevering. Your body is attracting all of the popular support, so body typing that they're doing is not applicable. You get a lot of sugar daddies, perhaps, and a lot of sex that clearly these other options and conventions are not. You are preferred in the new standard of beauty that has everyone racing up their Amazon shopping carts. The truth is, they want to look like you, but they never will be you. They were never a supporter, and they were just shallow opportunists that wanted your spot. This partner wanted a control over you, and when you exacted your autonomy, they tried to empower your enemy or other options to disempower you. But your new opportunity deaded them and revealed their facade. To view them more with compassion and justice, understand that they were really struggling when you were away and not ready for something serious. They had an expectation after giving you a gift. You've had a toxic expectation that they were a sound judgment. They could not take your body having sex with others and may have even internalized more around their poor self image. For others, they are lacking closure in a network of people who despised you because your body is natural and an archetypal goddess form. Most of them don't reflect this kind of beauty. Most of society does not look like this naturally. You will be met with a constant conformity because they appeal to the weaker and less fortunate conventions who are rendered lesbians or not getting sacred sexuality. Their sex is bad and not a true attraction. It's desperation and a genetically modified organism. That is their shadow attachment third party, pain and shame of destructive emotions leading to dangerous projections and separation. In order to have a good outcome and get credit for your work, you may have to work with them to find a peaceful resolution, but you are unappealed and lacking a physical attraction after they conformed and let you persevere. Hold compassionate space for their poor self image. They truly did not feel good enough for you after you glowed up, came into your mature form, and got the status and wealth they were not expecting. They may look like they're celebrating you, but they really broke their promise and have been unable to release resentment. They have no methodology or plans to follow through. However, your rewards and recognition is dismantling something false. You are embittered by this hardship, but you are successful at taming their wild ego that's been trying to destroy your career. You cannot be replaced. They terribly mishandled you, and now they are losing their power and getting replaced.